Wow. I haven't really had fun in this truck since, man, it must have been 2 years, bro. Must have been 2 years. That's nuts. I have been truck deprived for that long. And this is something like that's why when I have the means, when I have the money, when I have the time, I'm gonna make it so that this truck never has to sit ever again. That's a big goal of mine. I wanted to make this video for all of the die-hard fans and all the die-hard people out there who really rock with the channel and really rock with what I do. And for all the people who understand that it takes time to do something like this. It takes time and it takes money. It takes a lot, bro. It takes a lot. It's not just something that just happens overnight. Like I'm no Mike Finnegan. I'm no David Freiberger. I'm no Cletus McFarland. It costs money for me to do this stuff. It takes all of my money. Like as all of y'all already know, I spend no money on myself. And even when I do spend money on myself, it's stuff that's still sort of for the channel. Like it'll be like a new camera thing that, you know, I've always wanted. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's stuff that has potential for more later down the road. It's like, so I don't really buy myself stuff like that. So I really spend most of my money on cars. After a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of headache, a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, we put a C10 together. I'm making this video for the diehard people out there who watch a young Chevy truck video just because it's a young Chevy truck video. Just for the personalities and for the fun and for the awkward behavior that you see on camera. And the stupidity that you see on camera. Like, you don't watch it just for the truck, but you watch it because of the idea behind it. I rock with y'all for that. I really appreciate all y'all who subscribe to the channel and support what I do every day. And I sort of backwards clickbaited y'all on this on purpose because I wanted only the people who, like I said, really care and really watch every video. I wanted them to be the only ones who get to see the first little bit of fun that we get to have in the C10. Limited slip diff is ready. Although the motor is not. The tune is still a little bit off. I think it's running a little bit lean, but I've been only revving it to 3,000 RPM to begin with, and 3,000 RPM is really all we need to get this thing to cock out sideways just a little bit. So, yeah, we're gonna see about that. Next week is probably gonna be when we start messing with the carburetor a little bit more, try to get it to run really right. I also want to do the Q&A, but I'm gonna save that for the end of the video just because I want the full day to go by and everybody can get their questions in on the most recent video that I posted. So then I'll do the Q&A and then I'll get to everybody's questions all at the same time. So make sure you stay tuned for the end of the video. I know I've been talking a lot, but I just had to say what I had to say. Been a long time coming, y'all, and I know it's not gonna be like full-on sauce yet, but I know it's still gonna be good though. Still gonna be good. I wanted to do a little something. The rear end's broken in, the motor's broken in, needs help with the tune. So until then, there'll be no big fat smoky burnouts right over there like I envisioned. But we'll be able to have a little fun with it today. So today we're testing out the LSD. I can't say LSD without somebody blowing a gasket. The limited slip differential, guys. The limited slip differential. We're testing it out today. So let's go ahead and get Kevin Dean out here. We'll take the truck on a little test run and make sure it's not leaking. Just take it up the road, and then we'll get on this little closed course. I have a homie who actually has a little bit of land, so you know he's gonna let us borrow that land real quick and have a little bit of fun on it. So I haven't got the blood pumping in a while. Shout out to all the people who let me drive their hot cars in between this truck being built. Shout out to Mr. Barry for letting me drive his M5. Shout out to Brandon, Billy the Kid, aka Billy the Kid's dad. Shout out to him for letting me drive the M5. Got the blood pumping. Shout out to Albino Rhino 392 on YouTube. Albino Rhino 392 on YouTube. I'll go ahead and put it down here, man, right there for him. He let me drive his straight pipe Scat Pack way back in the day, and that got my blood pumping too. All this is motivation to fix this truck, and they gave me that. So I wanted to have my own, like, that's the real goal behind it, is to build my own daily driver fun car. That's all I ever wanted, was a daily driver that I could burn rubber and have fun in. And I can't afford to spend $40,000 on one, because that's how much they cost nowadays. But let's go ahead and get Kevin Dean out here, y'all, and take it for a little rip. Oh, I almost forgot the most important piece of the puzzle. With all of your issues, still my favorite. By far, still my favorite.
Oh yeah, it was definitely both of them.
I'll let you get your seatbelt on, because I think I might do a little bit more on the way out of here.
Okay.
There you go. Oh my God, I miss this truck so much. All right, and as always, Kevin Dean, what do we always say?
Do not try this at home.
Of course.
Here we go. All right, y'all. So we finally got to take the C10 for a first little baby rip, which I really enjoyed. No, it's not like the full smoke show that I really wanted to get out of it, but I would like the smoke to be coming from my tires and not my motor. So yeah, I'm trying to wait on the tuning kit to get here, and I'm trying to actually get the motor running like it should, because it is running slightly lean just based off of what I saw on the spark plugs. It was running a little lean, so I want to make sure that's straight before I go full nuts. So yeah, and then the real burnout video will begin. But until then, we're just gonna be having our little baby fun on wet ground and off-road, because I really don't want to blow up the motor, because I was being anxious and I decided to rev it too high too soon. So, and I know if I try to do burnouts on pavement right now, I'm probably gonna disappoint myself, because I'm gonna need every last bit of America to get those wheels to spin on dry ground, that's for sure. And so I definitely want to have my motor right, because I definitely will have to rev it pretty good to get them to actually go on dry ground. And this footage, I noticed, I think what was happening was, it used to do this way back in the day. I don't know why I forgot now, but I had it in drive, and it jumps from second to third so fast when you hit the gas pedal on, like, you know, a no traction surface like that. It'll jump from first, second, third so fast, because the wheel speed goes up so fast. So that's why it would go and then die and then kind of kick just a little bit. The last one was the best one, because I stayed in it for as long as I wouldn't say as long as I could, but as long as Kevin Dean would allow, because I didn't want to spook him. I mean, of course, I've had the truck for forever, so I kind of know what it does and what it's like, so I'm not really intimidated by it like that, like I used to be. But yeah, I still had Kevin Dean in there with me, so I didn't want to spook him too much. But let's go ahead and get with the Q&A, man. I think that's probably what I'm going to title this video. I'm going to kind of backwards clickbait y'all, because like I said, I just want the real supporters, the real ones, to see the first little bit of fun that I got to have with it. So yeah. Oh, and if the haters are watching, then then I know you watch every video too, so thank you. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get to the Q&A, and then we'll conclude this video. Y'all will have to excuse me, my daggone eyeballs are on fire right now. I'm tired, so Okay, first and foremost, when are you going to work on the dashboard? I'm going to work on the dashboard when money allows because I got a lot of other things pending, and the dashboard is cosmetic. I don't know why people are so stuck up on the dashboard being right when I want to put like an air fuel gauge in the truck. I really want to do that. And to make sure that the carburetor is right. That will be like a real luxury. That would be really nice. So I thought about doing something like that in the future. That's going to cost. The exhaust system is garbage right now. The mufflers are garbage right now. So that's going to cost. Oh yeah, the new front grille. That's going to cost. And the whole reason I'm getting the front grille is because I want to finish mounting my fan a more efficient way. And so yeah, that all that stuff costs money. So I really am not worried about any of the cosmetics right now. Like, I mean, I don't know how you guys function and how you guys work, but my brain says work on the stuff that determines how the truck drives before you work on how the truck looks. But that's just me. Moving on. Is the truck ever going to be fast? This is the Young Chevy Truck YouTube channel, so you will see some fast trucks on this channel. I'll be straight up, but the fact that this is just me, like, just starting out, I can't afford to build a fast truck. It would, I can't afford to put a fast truck together right now, to be quite honest with you. So I just figured I would start out with what I've always wanted, and that's a tire burning C10 that I can just drive on the daily and depend on. So that's really the goal, is trying to build a dependable car. That's why I haven't just fully sent it yet, because trying to make sure things are right before I do that, because I don't want to snap anything and just, you know, after all the work that I just put in. So I'm trying to like think before I do. That's all I'll say. But yeah, I do want a fast truck though, for sure, because then that means more content, and that's like fast truck content. Like I can like get reaction videos and do all that type of stuff. So yeah, so you will see a fast truck, just probably not the one that's sitting outside you. So yeah, stay tuned for that though. Future stuff. How long did it take to get the truck running? It took a while. It took me a while because I don't make that much money. And so I gotta pay for like other stuff besides truck stuff, especially when I was in school. I owe my school some money now, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I gotta pay for other stuff. Let me silence this, but I gotta pay for other stuff, so that's why it didn't really happen that fast. But I mean, in time, like, you know, you just gotta be patient and understand like it's a process to all of that. Like, people will try to rush you. Even your friends will be like, so where's that truck running? You know what I'm saying? So don't even worry about it. Just work at your own pace and it'll get done. It took me a while. It took me a good, like, I think it took me a good 2 years to get my truck back after breaking it, like, really good the last time. So that's just because I'm a broke boy. So maybe if you just, you know, budget, you know, manage your money right, then it won't take you that long. But yeah. Just stay patient. It'll happen. Alright, what is the setup on your truck? Meaning heads, carburetor, headers, intake, all that stuff. It is the motor in my truck is a 355 cubic inch small block Chevy with an Edelbrock AVS2, a Street Fire distributor. It's got a little baby cam in it. Specs aren't even much to mention. It's just like, it's the bare minimum before you have to start upgrading converters. And so yeah, but little baby cam. Like I said, it's 355. So it's bored over already. The stroke isn't upgraded. It's got forged pistons and rods. Most people don't know that. They were used off of Craigslist. And a brand new cast crank. Because I mean, I figured I don't really need a forged crank, and that would have been a whole lot more expensive. So I just said go with a cast crank, and then we'll send it that way. It's a TH400 running behind it, and I got 342 rear gears with an Eaton True Track differential out back, and it seems to work. And we'll see if it should be raining tomorrow. That could be a blessing and a curse, but we're gonna try to see if we're still gonna collab. I want to collab because it's gonna be raining, so it's gonna be the perfect time to have some fun in the C10. So we'll have to see though. If it's pouring, it might kind of suck, but if it's just like pouring and then it's, you know, chill for a while, then cool. If we have wet ground, then cool. The drift lube is on the ground at that point. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, as for the exhaust, to answer your question, the exhaust, I actually made a video about it, but I'll just do a little quick overview. It is 2.5 inch all the way back, 2-chamber mufflers that are basically like Flowmaster mufflers. They're cheap. They're the Summit brand mufflers, and they sound like garbage now, so I need to replace them. Like I said, money, so I'm not gonna worry about how the dashboard looks right now. Okay, that answers that one. I'm terrible at this. When those burnouts coming? They coming when my motor is tuned and it's not running lean. And I guess y'all got a little baby taste of sauce, you know what I'm saying? But I need to find a good dedicated place for sliding it in circles. That's really what I want to do, because I got a posi now, so I can daggone do daggone figure eights if I wanted to. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm working on it. Where did you get the pump from to put the fluid in the rear end? Actually, it came like right near, like out in O'Reilly's anyway. It was right next to where the gear oil is. So like literally right under it or beside it, the gear oil is where that little pump tool is. Because I seriously doubt you probably need to use it for anything else other than, you know, gear oil, and probably for what, like manual transmissions and stuff like that, and all that gear oil is all in the same spot. So you can't miss it, I promise. What are your thoughts on Mopar and making a YouTube channel? Making a YouTube channel. Let's start off with Mopar first. All right. I know this video is gonna be kind of long, but I mean, hey, for the people who want to know what's up, this is what's up. So Mopar, I'm a big fan. I really like it because, I mean, when you think about it in terms of like how the motors operate, they're closely related to Chevy today anyway. Today I feel like they're pretty close related to Chevy, because all the other muscle vehicles out there, the Mustang, it's a dual overhead cam. I can't really pinpoint any other car companies besides Dodge and Chevy who put out pushrod V8s. So I like that. I like the fact that they do that they still have pushrod V8s. It's like they didn't change too tough from yesteryear, or yester generation or whatever. They didn't change too much from years ago. They just kind of put a little bit of new school tech in what was already good. And so I think that's kind of put Chevy and Dodge in the same game, because like I said, they just added a little bit of sauce to what was already good and what they already knew was good. So I like that about them. I want a Scat Pack. I really do. I want a ZL1 too, but that's future stuff. That's money is no object. But and of course I would get the ZL1 for content, but the Dodge, I fell in love with those right when I drove it. Like, I drove one of those and I was just like sold, because you know I work a valet job, so I drive everything. So I was just completely sold on after I drove the Scat Pack. I was completely sold with the 392 in it and all that. Because I mean, it's just like a perfect daily driver. Like, I would literally just get it just for a daily driver. I probably wouldn't make any videos on it. I might drift it a little bit, but I wouldn't make any crazy videos on it. It would literally just be for the sake of having something to ride around in that has AC. I think that's it, y'all. I think that's all the real questions I got. Most of the other comments were just, you know, 2 cents about what really happened in the last video. So I think that's it. I think that's all I got for y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned. I want to go and hang with Rob from Whitlock Garage. I just hope it's not raining too bad, because I do want to do some outside stuff, and if it's pouring down raining, it's really gonna be it's gonna suck. So, but if it just rains and passes on, and it's time for Sauce. But I think I'll probably just let him have that footage, just for the fact that it'll bring people over to him. So, like I said, as always, y'all stay tuned. I really appreciate you guys watching. As always, I appreciate all the dope people who rock with the channel, who understand that life is life, and this is like, it's not just a YouTube channel. It's actually like what really goes on. Like, it's like I cut the camera on, and what you see is just what it is. So, anyway, y'all, I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next one, and have a good one.